Yeah. What's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? My bad. I had a little mic issue. Hope you guys can hear me as you guys come in. Don't forget to like the stream. We're going to get things popping today. It's a nice little Monday. I don't really go live on Mondays as much. So let's turn down this music a little bit here. I can hear it pretty loud. As you guys come in, let me know you guys are coming in. Like the stream. As you guys know, we have some good news today. Some pretty good news today. Let's get into the intro here. Now, you guys already know, if you guys want to join the Patreon group, you guys can go on to Patreon, check out all the posts we've been making there, seeing how things been working, seeing what plays we've been getting into. If you guys, are interested in a Patreon group, you guys can check mine out. You guys can use code recovery 2025 for 40% off the first month. Of course, you guys already know 40% discount is pretty good to get you guys, get your feet wet, test out the group, see how it is for you guys. And while you guys are on Patreon, you guys can also pick up my ebook, The Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics. This will help you guys pick out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio. Once you're able to understand market cap, FDV, circulating supply, narrative vesting, all of that is important to picking out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio. So you guys can pick that up. Don't forget to get yourself a Tangent wallet. Use code EverythingAltcoin, save 10% there. And what is this one? Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Tangent is actually dropping pretty much a Visa card that is going to be right on your wallet that you guys can actually utilize. It's going to be connected directly on the app, so you guys are going to have to sign up for the wait list. So this would be a perfect time for you guys to get a Tangent wallet if you guys didn't get one yet. Remember, use code EverythingAltcoin, save 10%. And if you guys haven't already, check out the block fit, get yourself some crypto apparel. I'm actually wearing the Satoshi shirt right now as we were doing this live stream here. I'm wearing this right now. And then don't forget to subscribe to my educational channel, the EA Verse. Let's get this to 100 subscribers, and let's get right into the stream right now. So, right, the government is about to end the shutdown pretty soon. We don't know exactly when, but that's going to be pretty bullish for the market. Not only that, Trump announced a $2,000 stimulus check, right? A potential. We don't know when we're going to get that. I don't know when it's going to be. It could possibly be next year, which would be pretty good for everyone. Free money. And of course, you guys remember the last time we got a stimulus check. A lot of people probably put it in the market. Well, no, actually, a lot of people blew it. All right. Those that put it in the market was pretty smart. I think they bought Ethereum. I forgot what prices you could have bought Ethereum at and actually get into it. What was it? Ethereum last cycle. What was Ethereum at? Like around 500 or so. And now Ethereum is like 3,000. So that wouldn't have been a bad investment. Right. So this right now, the last time we got a stimulus check, actually the Trump CARES Act in 2020, when we received that, 1,200 stimulus check, Bitcoin started to pump a little bit later. So if we could possibly get that, maybe 2026 will look pretty good for us. Just more money to flood the market, of course. And if the stimmies are sent via stablecoin, this actually would be pretty good. There's a lot of stablecoin, then we just get the stablecoin act. PayPal got their own stablecoin. I think, what else stablecoins I'm missing out there? But anyways, it will be an interesting way to actually send out the stimulus check via stablecoins. That would be pretty bullish, honestly. It'll cement crypto and stablecoins. And then Thursday and Friday, we're supposed to have the PPI data and CPI inflation. So there's some decent news coming out this week here. Let me refresh Bitcoin before we get into all the news. It's at 105. Where was we at before? It was like right below 100,000, right? Yeah, last 7 days, last month, we got below 100,000 for like a little wick. Nothing too crazy right there. That's just shown on CoinGecko here. So honestly, we don't know if this bounce is going to continue. I hope the bounce continues, or we get another fake out to, wash out the longs and then go down, wash out the longs and then come back up, wash out the shorts again. And possibly that could be the next leg up. We'll have to see how that plays out. Because you got this guy, James Nguyen, who got liquidated 12 times in 12 hours. And he's still shorting Bitcoin. I don't know who is funding this guy or how much money this man got, but It's crazy how you get liquidated 12 times and you still going in, I guess. Yeah. I want to see what the record would be if he continues to go. Well, he's actually all in now, so hopefully he gets more liquidated as we go on here. Because I don't like these bears. Also, another reason to what the price drop of Bitcoin could be is finally that there's now a lot of liquidity for these long-term holders to actually offload their money. Because if you guys have noticed, long-term holders have offloaded 400,000 BTC in the last 30 days. So it was like kind of the way people have explained it is like a kind of a IPO for them. They held it for so long, and now that a lot of this liquidity has come into Bitcoin, they're finally able to offload all the Bitcoin that they got, which I'm wondering why they didn't just do it when it was like 120 or something, which would have been much better for the case of Bitcoin here, right? But as long as once they get done finishing selling, maybe we may go back up here. Now for the top gainers and top losers here, let me refresh this and see who the top gainers and losers are. Right now we got Ping up here, we got Cody, World Liberty Fi, NPC. We're going to talk about Ping as well. We're going to talk about Velodrone because of what's going on this week here. Game is up 17%, which is nice. I like to see Game up there. Actually, I wanted to see it come down a little bit more because I was trying to get back into Game and it just started to pump out of nowhere. What else? You got Research Coin up here. Research Coin up 11%, Definitive 11%, Zebek 10%. So talking about Velodrone here, in terms of Velodrone, if you guys don't know, they're having the whole like Aerodrome team is having a meeting in New York. I tried to sign up for the event, but they haven't accepted me. I got no motion. But they're having a event in New York on Wednesday about pretty much what they're looking to do. If you guys are looking at who they got on the speakers, you see Alex, who's a part of Aerodrome. You got Chris, the president of Dromos. This is pretty much what they've been speculating about Aero and Velo coming together to be one token. Then you got Vitalik speaking as well. You got Jesse as over there speaking. And then you got Syndicate, right? So a lot of people are actually speculating on what could possibly be announced during this whole event here, which is why you're seeing Velo up like, let's see, 7 days. Yeah, it's been up nice, 30%, nothing too crazy, right? But I kind of want them to make a new token, but I don't know what's going to be happening there, right? Arrow hasn't really done too much in terms of the gains, but actually 20% in the last 7 days isn't bad, right? And then the one has been pretty interesting has been Syndicate, which has done 80% in the last 7 days, right? There's been some speculation that I've seen when it comes down to Syndicate. Sharon, I think that's his name, right? He actually put this on Farcaster. He didn't put it on Twitter. He put it on Farcaster. So it was kind of interesting to see this, right? I'm not getting my hopes up, but imagine if they announced that they're launching an app chain that uses I think he meant Velo, Arrow right here. Yeah. I can't read. Arrow/Velo as the main tokens, right? They're going to be paired with because if you guys don't know, Syndicate is an app chain. They're going to be launching new apps and things like that. I think one that already launched was like a sports theme one that I forgot the name of, and they have some other ones. So they're going to be paired with possibly Arrow and Velo as the main tokens. I don't know, but people are speculating on it as of right now, which is why it's up 80% in the last 7 days. And you guys already know we was talking about this when it first came out. And when you go look at the max chart, of course, there was a lot of people didn't understand what was going on with it when it first dropped because the true supply wasn't like recorded on Dex Screener. So this thing started to pump immediately as soon as it came out. Got up to about $2 or so, right? Yeah, $2, and now it has just dropped and has a little bit of life here. I don't know if it's really going to pump. It's just going to be interesting to see what's going to come from these guys when that whole event starts. I kind of wanted to tune in if they're going to live stream it because I think it's going to be some big news. And it was in my neck of the woods. I actually really wanted to be in there, right? But that's all right. Next, ICOs. This is the big thing that has happened this week. Well, today actually is Coinbase announcing that they're going to have a whole launchpad. ICOs possibly making a comeback. I don't know if you guys were around like 2016 or so, ICOs were cool for a little bit, and then people started to realize that they was just taking your ETH, right? They was just taking your ETH, your Bitcoin. I only participated in one ICO in 2016. I forgot the name of it, and it was traded on a shitcoin deck, not Dex, Sex. I forgot the name of the Sex, but nevertheless, I didn't really make too much money off the ICO. So Coinbase doing this actually sparks up a lot of people talking because they recently just bought out Echo. Now, Echo is another launch pad from Kobe, right? And if you guys don't know, he even put out this tweet here. People actually didn't like, people don't know why Coinbase is doing this, but apparently Coinbase had plans to be a launch pad before they even acquired Kobe. And their plans was to actually even launch Monad, which we're going to make a video on, right? So the whole Echo thing, I don't know how it's going to play out with Coinbase as its own launch pad. People are already speculating. We need to get more word on that, right? So Coinbase launching ICOs to the US purchasers is a clear indication that the Clarity Act will get passed, right? Now, I'm actually happy that we're able to participate in ICOs now, whether it's just coming from Coinbase or another platform. Like, I think Echo is more for accredited investors. I don't know how Coinbase is going to do it. It's if it's like accredited or non-accredited investors, meaning you have to have a certain amount of money to be able to participate in these launch pads, these new launches, by the way, right? And now the new speculation is from RB3K here, is that Base token is going to launch on the Coinbase Launchpad. That actually would be nice. That wouldn't be too bad of a way to launch, actually. But I wonder, does that invalidate all the things that they wanted us to do before? And what I mean by that is they essentially had us all minting a bunch of new tokens, not new tokens, but NFTs on the chain, right? So you had to mint their report, the Coinbase report. You know, the Coinbase report, you had to mint some day one things and some other bunch of things that you just minted on there to help you. And then the transactions, right? So I wonder how all that would play out in terms of an airdrop, or will they even do an airdrop and just do straight launch on Coinbase? I don't know. There's a whole bunch of questions that come up from this. I hope that they keep all the prerequisites or potential prerequisites that they had for it. Essentially the minting the NFTs, because I've done all of it. I did a bunch of transactions on Base with a bunch of different wallets because I'm really trying to get a nice little airdrop. So hopefully they potentially still reward the people that have been transacting on there, right? And now this also comes up with the question, because there's a lot of launch pads on Base, a lot of launch pads, right? I'm actually going to bring up a tweet very soon here as we go through all of this. There's a lot of new launch pads. We're going to talk about the evolution from ICO to IDO to new ICM, right? So when you're looking at this now, launch on Base, raise capital faster with long-term investors. Launch on Base with Nice. Nice is another, do I even have this up? I actually forgot to put it up here. Let me bring it up here because this is another ICM launchpad that people are getting more excited about, right? I actually was supposed to have it up here. It's at a $19 million market cap. It's actually up over 300% for the max chart, where it came out back in May. And when you scroll down, it's all-time high. It's down 42% from that. Now, I haven't seen any like tremendous launch from them. I don't even know if their launch is actually live yet, right? And with Nice, you also got Clanker. Clanker is another launch pad where devs, it's actually connected to Farcaster, where some people tend to like, talk on Farcaster and then they're going to launch something on Clanker, which makes it another launch pad, right? And then going towards that, now you have AI plus ICM, which is coming to Base, powered by Aerodrone Finance, right? This is OpenServe. Now, you guys should already know we were bullish on OpenServe last year when the whole AI craze started, right? But the thing is, virtual agencies, virtual protocol is doing the same exact thing, right? They're not the first AI native launchpad. It's pretty much virtual protocol, right? And then they actually get the support from Jesse Moore. I feel like Virtuals is like that black cat of the family, the black sheep of the family, right? I don't know why they're not supporting Virtuals, but you can see it here. Thank you for building on Base. This is from Jesse, right? OpenServe, they're going to have their own, I don't know if it's actually live just yet, but It was supposed to be some type of fun.com or something like that. I forgot what the name of their whole like launchpad was supposed to be. Let me see if they got it on their website just in case. Let me see. I don't think there was anything launched in there anyways, but dash.fun, that's what it's called. Dash.fun. That is pretty much supposed to be there. Yeah, I'm not logging in. I just thought I could see the whole dashboard, but yeah. So right now it is sitting around 3 cents at a $23 million market cap. And its all-time high was 11 months ago, so it is down 77% from its all-time highs. Now, I don't know if it's actually going to be able to compete. There hasn't been a launchpad, an AI, let's say specific AI launchpad with AI agents and stuff like that to compete with Virtual Protocol. The only one that I thought was going to be able to compete with them was CreatorBid. And CreatorBid is also an AI plus ICM launchpad as well. So this thing is starting to get a little too muddled. It's starting to get a little too, like, I don't know why they just don't want to support virtuals. That's the whole thing, right? So now, not even only that, Virtuals now comes out with their Luna. If you guys don't remember Luna was supposed to be that first AI agent, the waifu agent that everyone was interacting with. That, I think that pretty much started the craze of AI agents, you being able to interact with this on, like, it was like live streaming 24/7, and then it hired someone to do a certain task for them. So it was making, news everywhere. But now Virtuals just launched a meme coin launchpad on BNB. Content meme coin launchpad similar to Zora, where the entire content is AI generated. Why they just couldn't just leave it on base? Why does it have to go to BNB? I'm confused. There's a lot of things that's going on so far that is confusing me. And as you can see, this is all today, right? So they announced this, and Ether Mage goes into it a little bit more about how it's going to work, right? So looking at Luna here, I don't know if the launchpad is actually going to, let me see if it's going to be paired with Luna. It doesn't state directly if it's going to be paired with Luna, but it's going to have ACP, right? So if it's not paired with Luna and it's paired with BNB, I don't know how that's going to operate. I don't know if that's going to be beneficial for Luna. I think it would be better if they, paired with Luna. Right now it's sitting at a $15 million market cap. Of course, if it's going to get paired with Luna, it has to also get some liquidity on BNB. So maybe it may not be paired with Luna. It might just be paired with BNB, right? So I don't know if that's actually pretty good for Luna at all, but in the past 24 hours, it is up 22%, which is okay. A lot of people seem to have forgotten all about Luna. I thought they were supposed to do a lot more with Luna, honestly. I thought it was going to be on TikTok. I thought it was going to be doing a whole bunch of different things. So that right there. Next, if you guys didn't also peep my previous videos, on the whole X402 ICM video I had, you guys would have known that Ping, which is a meme coin, the first X402 meme coin, they're going to be doing a X402 launchpad, launch meme coins on meme coins. We're getting burnt out with a lot of these launch pads, man. Let me refresh this. But we did take a position into Ping on the Patreon side of things, right? So when you guys look, in 7 days, it's been up 75%. Nothing too crazy. It's back up to about $30 million market cap. Now you guys already have, let me see if this properly shows it. It did get up to like a 70 something market cap, 77 million market cap, I want to say, right? So, and is now pretty much down, where is it? Down 60% from his all-time highs of just 60 days ago. So I took a position into it because this was one of those runners with the X402 that took off pretty quick. And you guys probably already know my story. I was on Deck Screener, as I usually am. I'm looking through all the new launches. I'm like, I see Ping. I'm like, it's up a little bit. It's at like 500K market cap. I'm like, nah, I don't care too much about it. Few days later, the X402 craze take off. This thing runs up to like a few $1 million. Then from a few $1 million, you see it up to a $77 million market cap. So yeah, for some people, they would have jumped off a roof or something like that. But I was just mad. I'm jelly. I fumbled on this one. This isn't the only one I fumbled on. I fumbled on Pay AI too. Let's look at Pay AI. You guys, I called Pay AI around. What was it? Let me see. Pay AI. I forgot exactly what market cap I called it out, but it was like in a few thousands. So you can see here, it stayed here for a long time. I called this out because of the ICM narrative on Solana. This is when I pretty much got into this, and we held out for a little bit. But then I was like, all right, I'm just cutting bait. I'm getting off of Solana. I don't need to be on Solana. Let me go back to my hometown of base. And next thing you know, a few months later, XCM takes not XCM, X402 takes off, and you could just see the massive candle in this bad boy. Yeah, I fumbled. This got up to, what is this? I think this is like a $60 million market cap, all right? If I'm not, yeah, something like that. Let me see. Let me just check it. Yeah, $60 million market cap. That's two fumbles, guys. 2 freaking fumbles. I don't know if anyone in my Discord group was actually still holding it, because it was pretty hard to hold this for a very long time. But that's just another lesson in being patient and probably never selling dust, because look what it could have been, right? But we're not talking about Pay AI because it really doesn't do much. So the evolution from everything that we have been seeing from launchpads, right? 2016, 2017, ICOs, initial coin offerings, to IDOs back in legitimately last cycle. That's the craze. IDOs, right? Initial DEX offering. Everywhere if you guys paid attention to my channel last cycle, you guys know we've hit on so many launch pads last cycle, from Card Starter, from AVAX Starter or something like that. I forgot what it was called. Poly Starter. What else launch pads we hit on? There was ADA Starter or something like that. There was so many goddamn starters, so many goddamn launch pads last cycle. That was like the craze, right? And we came into this cycle. You had Cetify, you had DAO Maker. Those were like the legitimate ones. You even had a thing, I think it was called, I forgot who was doing this. I forgot the company name. I think it was Bluezilla. Every hot narrative, I'm surprised they're not even around right now, right? Every hot narrative, let me see. Was it called Meta Starter or something like that? What was it called? I forgot what it was called. Meta Launch? Meta Launch or something like that. I forgot. I forget. But Bluezilla, they pretty much had a launch pad for every hot narrative. So if they was around this cycle here, let me see if they actually still on Twitter. Actually, let me see. Bluezilla. Is it Bluezilla? Yes, it is Bluezilla. I'm still following them. Damn. And let me unfollow these guys, man. They're still posting. They posted back in August. But yeah, these guys have pretty much did every single narrative you could think of. Like legitimately every single narrative you could think of. So if this cycle here, if they were still doing launch pads, they probably would have had a robotic starter. It would have been called robotic starter. They would have had RWA starter. They would have had DPIN starter. They would have had ICM starter. What else are we missing here? X402 starter. They would have just had all the type of launch pads you could think of, and it worked for a little bit of time where people were able to get into their positions and actually make some decent money. And if you got into the launch pads were like crimed up to hell. Let me see. But if you just go to BSC starter, let me see. Is BSC starter still around? Is it still up here? Okay, yeah, it's still here, but you can see from the liquidity, they don't even got the token listed anymore. So yeah, these guys was doing all types of launch pads. So now that's a little bit done, right? So now we're here, 2025 going into 2026. We're seeing the same exact thing, right? But it's ICM now, basically internet capital markets. The evolution of these launch pads needs to be studied, man. You got ICM all over base. You guys already seen my video. Legitimately on base, you have Nemesis. Let's pull them up here. Let's pull up these ICM plays. You got Nemesis here. these guys launched from AI16Z. AI, not AI, sorry, A16Z. I always say AI16Z because I'm always thinking about the coin for some reason, right? But you got Nemesis, which launched from them. Then you got Frame here, which is another ICM play. Dropped a lot. We did play this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm playing some of these plays. If I can get them early, I'm gonna play them. I'm gonna post them in the Discord. Of course, they're all gambles. I'm gonna play them and see if we could flip them. Right. Frame looked pretty good. They got some talks from Jesse. Right. And they haven't had any true launch pads. Right. They want to stop all the snipers and things like that. We talked about Nice. What else am I missing in terms of ICM? We talked about Ping as well. Right. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing too many other launch pads. Of course, you could think of Zora as kind of a launch pad. You could think of, actually, Zora is not. Yeah, technically, it's a creator. It's a creator economy launch pad. Essentially, if you're creating coins on there, if you're like a content creator, you could launch your own coin. I put Zora. So this is probably the biggest ICM launch pad right now on Base. Of course, we're still bullish on this one because they got too much backing from Base. This is supposed to be the Instagram of Base. They still haven't let me into live stream on there. Actually, talking about live streaming, let's see if there's any comments here because I've actually didn't even check out the comments. As you guys come in, don't forget to like the stream. Leave a comment. Let me check out Retake. We actually streaming on Retake. I forgot all about Retake. I see you guys in here. Retake, what's good? What's good, guys? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? GM Retake, GM. Nice to see you. If you were to wish, oh yeah. I gotta. I always forget. I'm gonna actually retweet it out. DM GM Dame. Greatness. Hey there. The dip is crazy. Yeah, those are mad numbers. It's cool fumbling. It's a part of the game. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of sickening to fumble some of these plays, man. Especially when you see them very early and you choose not to play them. That hurts the heart. It hurts the heart. But to be honest, I've caught three 300Xs from Genon, which was during the whole AI agents. AI agents just blessed me in general. Virtuals, you guys see my video. At the time when I posted virtuals, it was at 3 cents. My first video on virtual was at 3 cents. That's when I bought in. Of course, you guys know it went to do, it went to go up to $5. We hit game. Game was close to 100x. It was close to 100x. We didn't get that. Convo was close to 100x. We didn't get that, but we hit decent plays on those. So AI agents has blessed me. So I kind of still, I'm still sick about Ping though. I'm still sick about Ping. Let me see if there's any other comments before we move on here. Dame says exactly. But yeah, let me go on to. Where are we here? So now looking at these launch pads, as I told you guys, there's a whole bunch of launch pads, man. Honestly, I'm starting to get sick of them, but I won't lie. If you're able to catch a launch pad very early, right, you can possibly make some crazy gains. Let me actually see what my first video on launch pad. Actually, I can't check it on it just yet, but if you're able to catch them early and they get like decent backing, you can make some good money, right? Going into this cycle, I was looking for launch pads for every chain pretty much, right? So when Base came out, actually we did play a Base launch pad. I forgot the name of that Base launch pad, but they end up getting hacked. I'm going to call it a rug. They rugged us, right? So I always play the dexes of any new chains. I always play the launch pads of any new chains, right? So now when you go look into here, it's getting flooded with launch pads everywhere. Flooded. Right, Cedarify I thought was going to come back, but of course that went down with gaming. GameFi, I think GameFi was from Bluezilla, if I'm not mistaken. I think GameFi was from Bluezilla. Trust Swap was actually from a YouTuber from last cycle. Of course you guys already know, what was it? Wasn't Super supposed to be a launch pad? Elios? Oh, no, that was a game. Yeah, it was a launch. It had a launch pad too. It was a gaming play, but it had a launch pad. Right, Hyper GPT going into the cycle. You had Hyper GPT. You also had Chain GPT. Polka starter. This was one of my babies. I actually thought there was going to be a Polka starter, a polka dot play, but they technically had nothing to do with polka dot. But they was launching some polka dot plays that eventually end up looking like they wasn't a polka dot play. Now you got DAO Maker here. Where is it? Chain GPT. Yeah, Chain GPT. This was actually one of the good private sales from this bear market coming into this cycle here. This thing did like at least 120x from private sale. Then you had Pink Cell. This was on BNB. Sold this AI tech here. This launched on Chain GPT and became a launchpad itself. I think PAL AI is a launchpad too. Pretty much a lot of new tokens end up adding launchpads to their whole thing. RWA Inc. RWA launchpad, AI pad. That's what it's all. Also, that's Bluezilla. They had pads. Whatever had a pad in it. It was either starter or pad. It was from them. Frame. We talked about Frame. Gains did pretty good. BSC pad here. I guess the BSC starter was the one that rugged. BSC pad still here, which is interesting. What else? Yeah. Oh yeah. A metaverse launchpad for fire starter. I actually liked this at one point in time. I really did like this. Stream, which was supposed to this was on base here. This was supposed to be a launchpad not too long ago. I tried to play it, burned me. Yeah, I got burned a few times, yo. And not in real life. I'm talking about in crypto. But yeah, the launchpad game is getting a little sickening. It's too many. We don't need all of them. Right? Jess puts out this tweet. This is a guy, I think he's building. Yeah, he's like one of the hosts for 11am.club. They even got their own token on Zora. But there are more launchpads than there are great startups that want to launch a token. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous at this point in time where we at, right? And Connor goes in talking about ICM, how they lost the entire plot, of course. There was supposed to be some innovative launches. You know, with Believe Coin. Where is it at? Launchpad. What was it? Launchcoin and Believe. Where is Believe at? Believe. Am I blind? Yeah, Believe is right here. Believe is right here. I actually didn't even realize that they dropped this far. But this was on Solana, right? So there was Launchcoin. This is why I was playing Pay AI. I forgot what Pay AI was supposed to do again. Before they introduced X402. I forgot. Obviously, it was a payment. It was an agent to agent payment rail. That's why I got into it. But then they had something called Keld that launched. Keld looked pretty interesting. I think it's pumping too. Yeah, this is another fumble. Another freaking fumble. I think I don't even know where we got into it at. I know it was around the teens. I want to say teens of millions or just under 10 million market cap, right? But I ended up I sold everything off of Solana. I started hating Solana, honestly. I even went back, no, was it? 2 weeks ago? Is that, let me see. Is it up here? KitKat? No, it's not up here. Let me see. Deck Screener. Deck Screener should have it. I went back up onto Solana. I'm thinking I could make a great comeback. I thought I could make a great comeback. If you guys don't know, this one pretty much, you can already see the reason I got back off of it again. Because look at this nonsense. Look at this shit, man. So I got back on it. I'm like, I seen the news of the cat that got killed by the Waymo. So immediately, when any big news happen in IRL, immediately look on chain. Your best bet is to look on Solana, right? Your best bet is to look on Solana. They're gonna do a meme for it. Anything that's important in IRL, they're gonna do a pretty big meme on it, right? So I seen that the Waymo car, autonomous vehicle killed this cat. I'm like, okay, let me go look into Solana. I see KitKat. I get notifications on FOMO. A lot of people are buying this one token. I said, okay, let me dabble in here. I go dabble in. It starts to look good. Next thing you know, someone says, oh, that's the fake token. A new one comes out. Then from the new one, a content creator, not an influencer on Twitter, launches his own. I'm like, yo, come on, guy. Then they're on Twitter Spaces fighting each other, talking about which one is the real one. They get the owners involved. The owners, endorse one of the tokens, but by then it was too late. They done killed the movement that this KitKat was supposed to have, man. So this is another reason I pretty much don't like being on Solana. It's too much PvP. It's too ghetto over there. Base, there's rugs there too, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's rugs on base, but it looks like you could catch some decent plays. You could catch some, like if you find the dev that's building on base, you catch some of these plays pretty early. I'm actually looking at one right now that launched today on Clinker. Actually, yeah, it's running up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Caught a little bit early. I'm gonna wait for that a little bit because it's kind of risky right now. Actually, we could talk about it. Let's see. But yeah, you guys got my story on Kit Kat. I got burned on Solana. Solana did me dirty. Is that? Yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, it's fur kit. So yeah, right now when you go on Clinker, this is what I mean. Clinker's another launch pad, as you can see. This dev here, I don't know exactly what this does. I just saw it when it launched. I'm like, okay, let me take a little nibble. I see that the dev is active. He talked about it a little bit. I think this is another launch pad within the launch pad. Matter of fact, let me see. Hold on. When you're going Farcaster, this is one of my gamble plays that I post in the Discord, so it's nothing too serious. Yeah, I deploy your token instantly on base. Excuse me. Another launch pad within a launch pad. So you got the rogue rules here, but the dev is pretty active. I seen him on Twitter. I'm like, okay, let me take a little gamble, and it hasn't failed so far. Honestly, I'm flipping this. I'm flipping. If I could catch any Clinker launch pretty early, I'm flipping it. I'm trying to flip it until they look good. I'm holding out on one that actually he was supposed to announce what he wanted to do. It's X402 Marketplace. I'm like, all right, that looks pretty bullish. Then another thing that that was actually pretty interesting is actually 10. I'm actually sidetracked over here. Talk about, there's so much things that happen every day on base. There's a new launch that you can flip and make some decent money off of, right? Depending on how much. Well, not financial advice. When I go into these plays, I treat them as gambles. Treating them as gambles, I go in them pretty low and then figure out from there. If it looks good, I might add a little bit more. If it doesn't, I'm cool with flipping it, or I'm cool with losing on it. But 10s, I actually caught this. Where is it? Over here. I didn't catch it over here because it came out overnight. I was asleep, so this actually went up. I actually thought it was gonna go run up a little bit more. So this is X402 and prediction markets together, and this is actually from Soon. Soon. Is it Soon? Yeah, Soon. Where me? Oh, they support Solana now. What is it Soon? Right? Yeah, Soon. The Solana EVM, right? Yeah. So it's from these guys. I'm like, okay, they launched their token. Let me see if I could flip it. And then it really hasn't done too much. It actually has come down. It got up to about 27. Got up to about 27, and it has come back down. I got in around this candle here, so I actually lost a little bit holding out. I thought it was gonna go back up to like the 40s or something, fill this wick, but it hasn't done that yet. So okay, but yeah, if you're able to find some of these new launches on base pretty early and you figure out who the devs are, you're looking pretty good. Checking in to see if there's any comments before we continue on here. But yeah, so finding out, you got to do a lot of research on base to actually even win and be up early. Where are we now? Now moving on to something else is Peak. Now, you guys already know how bullish I am on Peak. I actually do got a video coming out this week. You guys already know most of my videos are pre-recorded. I set them out for the week or whatever. But Peak is supposed to be launching their robo farm this week on Peak. I actually want to take parts of this, right? This is going to be tomorrow. They're going to have their vertical farm, real infrastructure that's live in Hong Kong. 18% projected annualized yield. So I kind of want to take parts in this, man. Like, I'm pretty bullish on robotics. You guys should already know me when it comes down to robotics. This is like the first robotic like farm you can have on chain, as Simon put out this tweet here. So they're bringing a whole entire robo farm on chain. I think Peak is it's so undervalued. It's honestly crazy right now. It's honestly so crazy. Let me refresh this. Yeah. If you guys don't know, I'm in the private sale of Peak as well. It did our first few batches of Peak we got into the private sale and we got into the public sale. The public sale did us okay, right? We were able to at least get our funds back pretty quick. Private sale, our first few allocations, I forgot when our first few allocations came out actually. It didn't come out over here. It didn't come out over here. There's a public sale. We got some of the public sale stuff over here. Private sale, I want to say around here or so, but it hasn't really done too much. It hasn't gone really crazy from private sale, and I'm really planning on stacking on Peak crazy. Peak is one of those plays I'm gonna be stacking. Kite is another I'm gonna be stacking. Ether I'm gonna be stacking. Plume I'm gonna be stacking. What else? That's pretty much. It's pretty much the true four I really want to stack and virtuals. So if there's a bear market, I'm actually ready for this bear market. Honestly, more ready than last bear market. Last bear market caught me off guard. I was still chasing a bunch of things. So now this week on Base, Share.xyz launched an iOS app, right? Social trading. This is another thing that's getting popularized right now is social trading. These social trading apps. You got Share.xyz, right? And the funny thing is they got it's the same exact logo as freaking FOMO, man. Like, can we get a little actually, is it this one? No, it's not this one. The FOMO app. FOMO is another social trading app. FOMO app. What is it? What is the Twitter for this? No, it's not that. What is the FOMO app Twitter? I forgot what it was called. But anyways, if you got the app, they using eyes at the same time too. So, but this is another thing you're going to start to see a lot more is the social trading apps. I'm not too excited about them. You know me. I don't like when people pocket watch too much. It's annoying. You can't really trade the way you want to trade. But of course, I actually got onto FOMO just to test it out a little bit. I threw in $500 in copy trade. Copy trade a few people. I was copy trading. What was that guy? I forget his name. Oh my god, Frank. I was copy trading Frank and some other people. I actually started to flip a little bit, copy trading them. Then I got into another altcoin that rugged. I got into it by myself. I should have kept copy trading, but I just thought, hey, it would have been cool. So my goal is to pretty much I was going to go 500 and see how far I could flip it. Right now, let me go check out the FOMO app on the phone real quick. See where I'm at. I got up to $1,000, and after getting into like that weird token I got into, I came back down. Actually, I'm up 10% today because of the fur kit. I got into fur kit on here too publicly. So I'm at $261. If I lose all the money on here, I'm not doing it again. But it's an experiment. You can actually see all the plays I've gotten into on here. Oh, that's what it was that killed me. Jesse XBT. We're gonna talk about Jesse XBT very soon here. What else killed me? Yeah, Thesis actually killed me. Thesis was a rug. Oh my god, that's the one I got into by myself, and it didn't work out well. It wasn't a good thesis. First app went live. You guys already seen when I talked about this. This was the first private DEX. I should actually have the referral link in this video here, but I didn't. It's the first private market DEX. This is essentially where they're planning on listing Peak on here too. But when you go onto their website, it's pretty much tokens that have private sales, right, that the public can't really get into. They're trying to contact their team and see if they get listed on their DEX at a discounted price. I'm on here. I got a lot of tokens. Hopefully this is a good airdrop. But anyways, they got Ether up here, right? So they're planning on listing other projects up here. I try to tell them to get Plume, get Nillion, get Peak, of course, get Kite. I try to tell them everything with the get, but you guys can see Ether here. They got it at 23% discount compared to CoinGecko here, which you could just look at, which is up 1.5% and nothing too crazy at just over 2.5 cents. So I think this will be pretty good depending on, like, let's say we go into the bear market and these things get mad cheap. I don't know where they're going to stop it at, because they have to stop it at some point in time, or they have to cap it at where you can actually get into it. Because if this drops to like $1 or something, I said $1, a cent, maybe a half a cent, are they going to continue to give it at a 20% discount off of that? who knows, right? But it's also like if you buy it, you face kind of a vesting schedule too. So you see it right now. If you buy it, you'll get like the ATH, and they'll be redeemable for the actual token as they drop within 5 days, 35 days, 66 days. This is actually not too bad. Just, actually, I'd rather them not have it, because if they're going to list some like good ones, some ether type plays, they're going to be high market cap. So people aren't really going to be buying like millions of dollars off of it to be able to drop the token. But either way, it faces a little vesting schedule, which isn't bad. But you could still trade it here. So like you could buy it and hold it and then trade it if it goes up. It's just a new DEX, and you don't need to really connect your wallet to here. You could send USDC onto here. They're built on Base. You could send USDC to here and trade from there. All right. Let me see. Got a little text real quick. But hold on. I see some comments coming in before we continue on. Coco, top 5 coins right now in the market, low and high caps. What happened to creator coins? Creator coins were a little narrative. It's not going to last forever. We kind of was already prepared for it. It will come back. It will come back with ICM at some point in time, or creator capital markets, I should say. We don't know exactly when, but if you're positioned right now, you could benefit off of it. A lot of Zora plays right now is cheap. A lot of them are like Docker, pretty cheap. Propaganda, pretty cheap. The Big E, was good. And my top 5 coins, low market cap. You said low market cap, right? Market low and market high. Top 5 coins for low market caps. Oof, that's a tough one. Because I'm honestly treating all these low market caps as gambles, man. I'm gonna say for now, I really don't have one. Obviously, I'm gonna drop some in these videos, but they are all speculation. I don't know where they're gonna go, so I really can't endorse these low market caps. Especially as of right now, where this market is at, we don't know if we're going into a bear market. You know, the saying is, you don't know if you're in a bear market until you in one, right? If this continues to go down, we don't know. If it goes up, then cool, I'm happy. These low market cap ones is going to look pretty good. But high caps, pretty simple. You could watch my video with the top emerging blue chips. What we got? Kite, we got Peak, we got Plume, Virtuals. I'll put Zora in there. What else? I feel like I'm missing something. When it comes off the top of the head, I don't really remember all of them. They're usually in my portfolio. Ether. I'm just talking about it. I'm looking at it right now. See, I can't really think straight. But yeah, there's a lot of. I think there's a few good high caps that you can like bet on. I always go for the infrastructure plays when it comes down to high caps, because they could go a lot higher. Low caps, you could go for like whatever that's launching. Let me see. Actually, a low cap one that I'm pretty bullish on. Santa. See, when you put me on the spot, I can't think straight. But Santa, this is for X402. You guys already know how bullish I am on X402. You got Santa here. They're going to be a facilitator of infrastructure for X402, and 88 is 8004, but I like to call it 8004. It just sounds better. But yeah, you guys already know how bullish I am on X402. Santa is looking like it's going to be one of those good plays. What else? Let me check. Hold on. Let me check my picks that I'll be calling out on in the Discord group. I actually mess with a lot of virtual agents. I'm not gonna call that one. You got Hirus. Hirus doesn't look too bad. Hirus actually just announced a partnership today. I forgot who they announced the partnership with. Another infrastructure play. Hirus backed by Coinbase too. I'm surprised this thing is still this cheap here at $4 million. Hasn't really gone crazy, and I even used the Hirus mesh for my agent. But who they announced the partnership with today? Let me check who they announced the partnership with today. AWE. That's the partnership that they announced today. So you got Santa, you got Heroes. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna just go with those two for now. So yeah, those are my two for now. This is always changing. It's always changing, by the way. It's always changing when it comes down to low caps. I'm tending to flip these low caps and add to the bigger bags. That's what I like to do. Yeah, was good, man. As you guys come in, don't forget to like the stream. Tell me what you guys are looking at. If you guys missed out on the news today, Coinbase has a new Launchpad. I want to know how you guys feel about it. Actually, let me check out the poll. Do you guys think we got too many Launchpads? Yeah, all of you guys pretty much are saying yes. Who said no? 2 people said no. How many more Launchpads do you guys think we should have? God damn. Oh man. All right, where was I? So we was looking at the first app here, right? And I did want to talk about this one. Jesse. So Base launched Jesse XBT, right? AI clone of Jesse Pollock, right? Now, if you guys don't know, I actually made a video on this not too long ago. Actually, it was a little bit ago, right? I actually got burned off of this one. So this is one of those I got burned off of, which was the actual token. I didn't get burned off the platform, but the token that it launched, that I thought they launched, Jesse XBT, the token, I actually thought it was going to pump to like $1 million market cap. It didn't. That's because they end up saying there is no token for Jesse XBT. It's just an AI agent. I actually thought there was going to be a token for it, but that's my mistake on there, right? So you guys can see from there, but it's coming from a project that is actually backed by Coinbase themselves, A0X, right? Most people still don't even know this because I feel like they still haven't made it public, right? Now, I've went back and forth with the founder a little bit. I was teasing him. I'm like, yo, when y'all gonna make the news, public? They haven't made it public yet. They kind of did by Jesse saying what he said about, should I pull it? I got it. Let me see if they still got it up here, but let me pull it up. See if they got it up directly on their Twitter. But looking at the token here, it really hasn't done too much. It's kind of a AI agent clone launchpad. They said they were after cloning Jesse, they wanted to target Brian, onboard him as like a AI agent clone. So this is why I was actually pretty bullish on A0X here, man. Having some, brilliant minds have their own AI agent clones is kind of interesting, right? But the volume is low. No one's really talking about it. But let me see. See, you can see here. The Jesse XBT challenge wraps up on Wednesday, so you guys can DM him. If you're a dev, you could DM the XBT bot, see if he could do anything for you. But let me see, where is it at? When they first announced it, I was like, oh goddamn, hold on, the token. I went looking for the token, but I should have just stayed to A0X. But it's fine. I can't find it right now. But yeah, so this is another agent launchpad, AI agent clone launchpad. We'll see how far this is going to go. It's at a 3.5 million market cap. Nothing too crazy. It's max. Let's look at actually we could just go right here and scroll down. It is down 63% from its all-time highs as of right now, which was back in August. All right, so now getting back onto here. Now for Virtuals did announce their agentic fund by Butler Agent. They actually partnered with Basis OS. I was going to drop a video on that very soon here. We're going to look into Virtuals again. One of the companies that Virtuals actually invested into, which is called BitRobot, hit 25,000 robot training tasks uploaded on Seesaw. And in Rabora, Rabora is up here, but I really haven't seen anything from Rabora to make me bullish on Rabora as a robotics play. It's still here. I know I get like DMs asking me about Roba. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not seeing much on Roba that makes me like bullish on it. They do have a partnership with Heroes. That I do like that partnership, but outside of that, there's not much I can say about Rabora. I don't even hold any. I didn't even trade this thing. But yeah, that's for that. But looking into Virtuals here, back into Virtuals. Actually, goddamn, did it pump again? It's back up to 144. Virtuals has held up nicely. I told you guys, if you guys watch what I tell you guys, every iteration that Virtual comes out with, they somehow find a way to pump, right? So after, first season. We're gonna say this candle is from first season because obviously it's from first season. It gets up to like 5 billion market cap, right? Comes down, then they bring out what is it? The Genesis Launchpad. Then boom. Actually, it's better to look at the prices. From Genesis, it goes up to about 50, yeah, 50 cent, and pumps back up to like about $2, right? And then after people got tired of the Genesis launch, they was tired about holding, get into like the gel and things like that. It drops again, of course, with the market as well. Gets down to about 70 some cents, and now they announced their unicorn launchpad, which if it, actually no, the video didn't drop today. The video will drop soon. We talked about one of their successful unicorn launches, which is ST Small Things. I think there's going to be some other successful launches on here, right? You guys are looking into here. A lot of people have been talking about Reply Core. Actually, Super from the Patreon group actually has tagged me into Reply Core a while back before I even knew they was going to launch on virtuals, right? I got into their Twitter space. I listened in a little bit. So this is another social media play. You got these other things up here. Not all of them are going to be pretty good. You guys already know. You guys should already know the Launchpad game from virtuals by now. Not all of them would be pretty good, right? And now looking into here, a new one that launched was this thing here. This one, oh god damn, what the this thing launched yesterday, man. This thing launched yesterday. X402 privacy. I even looked in. The Big E and them guys is in here. I looked at it. I'm like, yo, I don't know. I look for the dev. I can't find the dev. I'm looking through these virtual alpha groups. No one could find the dev. No one's talking. Everybody's like, damn, we don't know. Now this thing pumps from down here all the way up to about a $2 million market cap. Oh my god, this candle's annoying. They had to drop some news here. They dropped some news. Where's their Twitter? They dropped some news, right? They dropped some news. Oh, who's this? Who the hell is this? Oh yeah, it's too long of a post. Too long of a post for me to read this. But some Abduct on here too. Bullish on privacy and X402. Yeah, I'm bullish on it too. Y'all should have told me earlier. So who's the dev? Yeah, I'm not liking this. I was looking for the dev, man. The Twitter was new. The first tweet was, so the Twitter came out in October and their first tweet was in November. I'm like, yo, is this a lark? Are they just jumping on the X402 wave? Man. See, this is my issue, man. I was trying to do my due diligence. I should have just aped and asked questions later. But I see some comments in here. Let's look into these comments. Big E, a regular. Big B, a regular. Yeah. I'm Launchpad out. Yeah. I'm tired of all these goddamn Launchpads, man. I'm really tired of these goddamn Launchpads. I don't think we need too many Launchpads anymore. Like, it's honestly spreading out the money too much. Of course, we already got too many altcoins already spreading out a bunch of the money in the overall market. Yeah, it's killing me. Might never get an altcoin season with the stocks running for the moon, and this market is just heavily saturated. May the bags be with you. I like that. Yo, I actually agree here. I've been said we not getting an altcoin season. You got every stream y'all asked me if we get an altcoin season. I said nah. I don't think we're going to get an altcoin season. It's going to be narrative seasons. Narrative season. Just every week there has been a nice little narrative. We just went through X402 narrative, right? There's going to be another narrative that's going to come up very soon. We don't know what it is, but every narrative, if you really want to experience an altcoin season, you just got to be in the right narrative, or just front run the right narrative, and you'll experience it for a quick week or so. Akala to the moon. Akala, man. Akala. Roba, Phil Sketch. That's what I've been saying. I'm not seeing much on Roba that makes me interested in Roba as a robotics play. Like, I think I'm still following them just in case I miss something. Yeah, I should put up the noti bell just in case. I want to give these guys the benefit of the doubt. I want to give these guys a chance, and it might just pump before I even like feel like it's good. I even took a chance on Terion before I took a chance on Roba. I'm still I don't know, man. There's gonna be a lot of these vaporware robotics play out there that's going to come out, and I kind of have a feeling Roba is one of them, but I can't tell. I can't really tell just yet. And they're having some decent partnership. Like I said, I like the Hirus partnership. It is. It's looking good. It's looking good. But who's the dev? Is this like this person knows who like? Does this person? I see that she's connected to Virtuals. Who is she, anyways? I thought it tells you. Is she like? I don't know what she is, but she's affiliated to Virtuals. So this probably reminds me. Let me say. All right. I can't sleep on this yet because it kind of reminds me of Small Things. Small Things started getting a little bit more hype because a core dev from Virtuals was following them a little bit. For people who didn't even know about Small Dev for a little bit. Where is it at? I said Small Dev, Small Things. Small Things it did run up crazy. Well, I did get a nice little gain off of it, so I think it was close to 10x gain off of this. So I'm not too mad about it. Another robotics play. But yeah, one of the core devs was following them, so that's probably where some of the hype came up for this. And when it comes down to privy, let me see. Let's see. Yeah, more of the new followers actually added onto here. There's a lot more new followers now. They got 100x there in here. This man's a whale. This man's a virtual whale, man. I see Nick up here too. Maybe I should have gave it a better of a chance, but I felt like I couldn't find the dev because last agent narratives, like the agent season, first season, if the dev wasn't good or not doxed, it usually rugged. That's why I didn't want to play this one. Did you guys get in? Did you guys play it? Did you guys play it? I want to know if you guys got into it. Got to get abs in here. Narrative within the narrative money. Yeah. Gotta front run these new narratives, man. I don't know what narrative is gonna pop up, but for 2026, I already got the video coming out this week. Narratives I'm gonna be paying attention to, of course, you guys already know, AI agents and infrastructure, which is gonna be with the X402. That's why I like Kite so much. I'm not gonna lie, I like Kite even more, especially knowing where stablecoins is being used at. And then what else? You got robotics. We can't fade robotics at this point in time. A bunch of robotic plays. Actually, not the robotic plays. The actual humanoids are going to be coming out next year, right? You already got Neo coming out next year, and there's going to be some other ones that's going to be coming out. So there's a lot of robotics things that's happening in 2026, which has me very bullish on robotics as a narrative for 2026. RWA should shake up a little bit in 2026, right? That's pretty much all of them. X402 is the same as AI agents though, so we're gonna lump them together for right now. So those are everything I'm looking forward to when it comes down to 2026, and hopefully we're not done. I faded PRX. What is PRX? What is PRX? Oh, this. Yes. I'm still looking at the chart. I kind of want if this is looking good, man. I might take a little position. I don't know. I'm just not happy that I missed the initial pump. I've been looking at it since it came out. And let's look to see if there's any good agents that possibly could come out here. Let's look at. We already talked about this one. Like, Super actually tagged me into one of their things. I went into their Twitter space, so there's gonna be that here. What the heck is life here? I don't see nothing. What if you could measure your health? I got my Apple Watch for that. Joking. Cucumber Trade is an AI-driven analytics platform by our Pickle AI coach. Let's call Rick for that, man. Pickle Rick. I did think I seen this one. I think Nick is an advisor to this as well. Yeah, this is the team. He's actually helping them out. So Nick has a big following when it comes down to agents. He's like one of those influencers for agents, so it's not bad on that one. Now this one looks maybe kind of interesting. Deckard. What is Deckard here? I do see 8004. I do see X402 and 8004. Okay, hold on. This comes out in 6 days. This comes out in 6 days. Who is Deckard Agent? Goddamn. Only 7 followers? Yeah, I take it back. I take it back. I don't know. Hold on. Is this the dev though? Let me see. What did he reply to? We agree. Who is this guy? He's a programmer. But I don't know if is he the dev though? This is under wraps right now. Who are they following? They are following him. So maybe he is the dev. Let me follow just in case. AI lead at Ethereum Foundation, DAI team. Maybe. Hold on now. Kudos to my closest partner, Marcos on 8004 side, programmer fearlessly leading X402. The Book of Ethereum. What if 8004 dropped the ERC and unified the blockchain community around AI interoperability? Yo, this is a lot of stuff, man. I told you guys 8004. So 8004 is pretty much like it's like the yellow book. This is damn, I'm old. It's like the registry. It's like the registry for agents. And X402 is like the payment rail for these agents. So people using X402, well, the agents could look for other services or other agents in the registry of 8004, and then if they hire them to pay, they're using X402 to pay. So that's pretty much that. So if this is the agent here, if this is the dev, him being the AI lead at the Ethereum Foundation may get some hype. I see they following Big Will. Who the followers though? Who is the follower? Who's following them back? Ain't nobody really. Who is this guy anyways? Damn, I forgot who this guy is. But that's pretty much everything they got here. Maybe this guy is the dev, and they're probably going to announce a little bit more soon. So I'm gonna follow them just in case. It gets a little interesting. We'll see how it will play out, right? Because I kind of do like it. Of course, they use the buzzwords that I like. It's going to come out in 6 days. And since it's a unicorn, you guys can actually get in pretty early. With little funds and actually be able to flip it. So maybe this could be interesting, right? Oh, repo. Prediction markets here. I like prediction markets now. Meet the brains. See, this is what I like here. The team behind the project. This is what I like. I don't need you to be hiding yourself or anything like that. This is what I like. I want you to show me who you are. Who's the dev? Why should I be investing in? Who are you? Oh, goddamn. Goddamn. Network of AI training data using prediction markets. Previously at Filecoin, Protocol Labs, and Brown University. What is it building? What is this? Oh, okay. Hold on now. We just found something interesting. It's better than Deckard. This might just be better than Deckard here, man. Oh, Goon Crypto. Oh, yeah. Follow Goon Crypto. They actually be, yeah. They be working. I'm not gonna read all of this, but this is actually okay. We found the play to look forward to, guys, on stream. When this comes out in 6 days, pretty much 7 days actually. So in 7 days, next week, this could actually this might be a cooker on virtuals. This might actually be a cooker. I'm gonna see if we could get into this play very early on Patreon. Backed by Protocol Labs. This is pretty good. Yeah. Okay, I'm not too excited about it, but let's see who. Yeah. We don't need to continue on. I don't like this one. What else? So far, what we see. Actually, let me look into this one. This audit one. an audit oracle, and autonomous trading plus trust layer for agents and degen. First native Bitcoin. I do like the devs are public now. I do like that. Who's Anthropy? Sigh. Who's this guy? On the 14th of November. Okay, move out the way. Move out the way. Sandbox. Okay. This actually might not be a bad bet. It's not S tier though. I see they're on weekly news. Oh, they got their own weekly news. Okay, virtual agent weekly news. Okay. There was they. Okay, so they was on the Big Wheels, like Twitter thing. I'm surprised I'm not following this one, or unless this was a new thing. A reply court. So okay. So far, right now, there isn't too many crazy launches. So what I would say is the best ones to look forward to. I want to say this repo here. This might be the top one. And actually, reply court. Since I already knew about these guys, I'll probably put them at second. This guy here. I forgot exactly everything that they were supposed to do. Yeah, I mean, I am following reply core, so they're gonna be coming out very soon. It's just the whole social media thing that I'm not too bullish on the whole time. It's very hard to be successful in a social media play. So when it comes down to it, again, let's go back here. I would say ranking wise, repo number 1, reply core number 2. I would put UFX project number 3 just because I see Nick is a part of the team. I like to give them a chance. Maybe Cucumber from here, and then this is like the biggest gamble of them all. Deckard. For some reason, I'm kind of liking Deckard, man. If I'm going to be playing these agents, is going to be pretty much these two, really. If I really want it, I'll probably do reply core just because it might pump. But these two I'm really interested in. This is a gamble. This is cemented. Like I really want this one. I really want this one. And this one, I'm iffy on. We'll see. But yeah, that is the whole live stream, yo. We had a pretty good live stream today. We talked about the whole launch pads. We talked about everything. Let me see if there's any comments on on retake. Okay, nothing too crazy. I need Zord to give me. They gotta let me go live on Zord, man. But yeah, I see another comment just come up. Let me see. I was watching game at 10 minutes, 10 million, and then it went to 12, thinking we could go lower to, yeah. That's exactly what happened to me. I was actually thinking about getting to game just because of the fact that they might become the SDK for robotics within the virtuals. I thought they was going to like announce something for game to be like the SDK for robotics for virtuals. But they didn't announce that, but it still pumped. And of course, I should have already known that it was going to pump with virtuals pumping. Let me see. You can see virtuals at 79 cents October, and it just started to pump. Right? I think it did a 2x. Whenever virtuals pumps, you always look at what game is doing, because it's going to pump too. If we're on the same time frame, you can see exactly from about 1 cent, it did about a 4x, while virtuals did like 2x, right? And this actually did, what is this? About a 5x, close, pretty much a 6x, right? And then when you go look at game, just if you guys, want to play it a little bit, you go look at Convo, because they normally all just pump together. Looking at the same, exactly. You can look at all the charts. They look pretty much the same. So this one, a few, where is it? 0.001 to about 0.004. So this also kind of did like a 4 or 5x, right? So yeah, anytime you see virtuals pumping, if you see virtuals about to hit that $2, immediately look at game. Then from game, look immediately at Convo. That is your trifecta right there to see if you want to get some gains. One is cemented as like, a safer bet. Game is like more medium, and Convo is like the risky bet of the three. But that is pretty much your thing. I do like dreams. If I wasn't so against Solana anymore, if I still had some funds on Solana, I would actually invest into Dream. I would actually invest into. I put Freem. What the heck? Dreams. I would actually invest into Dreams if I could. This is an infrastructure for X402, and I like it. It's a good facilitator too. Let me see where it's at right now. X402 scan. X402 scan gives you some good alpha too. Gives you. That's why I invested into 10. If you guys didn't know, because they actually see. Yeah, I'm not. But anyways, there was on X402. They actually started top the. What was it? When you go onto the overall top servers here right now, in pay. This is on base. I don't think this is out yet. Even though this one has been leading for a while, it actually has not pumped. It hasn't done anything. I think it had that initial little pump, and that was it. There you go, right here. Had that like a little initial pump. Then after that, oh, never mind. I was wrong. That was a big pump. That was a big pump. And then it didn't really do nothing from there. But that's a crazy pump right there. God damn. That's actually below that. What market cap is that? 70,000 market cap. This can't be real. This can't be real. This can't be real. 70,000 market cap to about close to 4 million market cap. Talk about a nice win. What else you got here? You got base mascot. There's going to be some other ones that's going to be scams on here too. You can see here, this is 10 right here. This is why I played 10. You can see API for 10. And it, like I said, it had a nice initial pump. It's X402 in prediction markets from soon. You know, what's that? Solana EVM. But it came. I really lost a little bit of money on this one, so I ain't really doing much. Where else are we? What else you got up here? Top facilitators. This is where you're gonna look at here. Facilitators is pretty much the infrastructures. Daydreams is pretty good, right? As you can see, the top facilitator is Coinbase, right? And right under that is Daydreams. This is why if I was on Solana, it would be Daydreams that I would invest into. Even though I missed out on Pay AI. And I seen some, I think Pay AI account got hacked too, by the way. I think the account got hacked because they was announcing some type of, let me see. They was announcing some type of airdrop on their Twitter account. Oh, damn, I didn't even mean to do that. Let's see if they fixed it. See if they fixed it. Yeah, see? Some scammers. Okay. It seems like they cleaned it up. Yeah, they cleared it up. Their account got hacked. So I was on the lookout for that. But yeah, this one, it has been looking pretty good. You can see, let's look at the max chart here. Came out, got up to about 21 million. And it went past that too. It came down. Yeah, a lot of these you could have got at a nice little price. Solana plays, man. But the thing with Solana, you don't know what happens if they come back down to here, if they're gonna come back alive or not. And right now, since this is a big candle, I would want this to come down to 10 million. And when it does come down to 10 million, I'm thinking to myself, is it over for this play? Maybe. But Dreams does look good for a facilitator on. There's Dreams liquidity on base. You lying to me? Hey, I didn't even see this 3. Oh my god. Hold on. How much liquidity they got on base? Yeah, now I'm even more bullish on it. Yeah. But it's still at a 20 million. It's still at a 20 million, man. I'm not. I could bet on Santa and hope that Santa catches up to that. Okay, so but they got about $140,000 in liquidity on base. So the FDV is 700. Don't get, if you guys see like coins with multiple, like, you know, they got liquidity on multiple chains. The actual market cap is this, but when you look at the FDV, you'll be thrown off. That's just because they added liquidity to a different chain. Go off of the market cap over here. That is that's where their main liquidity is at. So their main liquidity is on Solana, and that's where the market cap really is going to derive from. I got that because I was looking at another play that I think is on Ethereum, and they put some liquidity onto Base too. And then looking at more of the facilitators, you see Pay AI here, Conduit, Code. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But yeah, Code is up here. Latest 33 minutes. They're both on Solana. Aurora Cloud, you guys already know. We caught a nice little banger off of Aurora Cloud, right? Questflow, this is Santa. This is pretty much Santa. If you guys don't know, Questflow is like the parent company behind Santa. They are backed by Coinbase as well. Dexter is also another facilitator that's on Solana. That doesn't look bad itself. That doesn't look too bad. It's a gamble though. All right, so you got Dexter as a facilitator. What? When did Virtual Protocol get up here? That's new. That's new. Okay. Corbit. I was waiting for Corbits to see if they're going to have a token. I was waiting for Third Web to see if they're going to have a token. And there's another one. Let me see if they got it up here yet. Oh, no. Let me see if I could compose. Is it under composers? It said Lisa Agent. It's called Lisa. Let me see. Kanza is up here. Kaza. Where's Lisa at? Otto is up here. I don't think it's gonna be. Let me see. Lisa. Yeah, this is one I was waiting for too, but they don't have a token yet. They're gonna be doing an airdrop. Airdrop is live. Hold on, what? Oh, okay, still not out yet. They haven't announced that they're out. So I was looking into this one. Hopefully that comes out very soon here. Yeah, Dreams is on Base. I just got it now. It's on Base now. Damn, Jay might come in here. We might have a longer stream. Let me see. Let's see if Jay comes in here. All right, I just told Jay to jump in, see what he's been looking at, see if he's liking any of these goddamn launch pads. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, a lot of X402 still going on. I just seen it. I just looked at Ping. Ping just announced something here. Ping Observer. Okay, so what is this? After doing time, what the heck is 3009 now? See, too many new things coming out. What is 3009 now? What is this? New ERC? Let's see. ERC 3009. Let's see if it's an ERC or EIP. ERC. Okay, so it is a ERC. ERC 3009 standard can be directly for so payment verification. First multi-chain. I need more information on. All right, who is this? ERC39 makes X402 work. Introduce functions that activate meta transactions. Buyers can push gas fees to the sellers. Gas fees paid in tokens and token itself, not the ETH. Okay, that's good. Okay, hold on now. We might. Okay, this capability unlocked by ERC 3009. Buyers don't need the native token, ETH, Matic. Damn, I haven't talked about Matic in a long time, etc. For gas. Payment happens in one step. Okay, so ERC 3009, 8004, and X402 is all going to be very interesting. Any EIP 3009 tokens. Token works with any facilitator like Pay AI, Coinbase, Aurora, Daydreams. What is this? Mogami? Sound like some anime stuff. Open X402 and Third Web. Just for that, I don't know who you are, but you get a follow because I was looking for what the heck is going on here, man. So, like, you might have some good alpha, some tech alpha. X4 and 2 facilitator, remarkable Polygon. Maybe that's one. Okay. The agentic economy is booming, guys. This one. Okay, so November 9th. Okay, they're making moves. They're a facilitator. No token yet, but they're a facilitator. So yeah, we just found a new thing for these facilitators, man. So X402, 8004, and 3009. It's all going to be important. All going to go together, right? Let's see if Jay comes on here. If he doesn't come on here, I'm just going to get on. Cause we've been on for a while, guys. We've been on. You guys already know, if you guys want to join the Patreon, check out the Patreon group. Use code recovery 2025. Save yourself 40% if you guys want to get yourself into a group. Of course, not only that, get yourself a Tangent wallet. Use code EverythingAltcoin. Save 10%. And that is the stream for you guys. I'll see if there's any other comments on retake. All right. I'll be back again this week. If there's any, pressing. Oh, Jay just came in. Oh, I guess not. I guess Jay just joined us. What's good, Jay?
What's going on?
I was just about to get off, boy. I was just about to get off.
Oh, yeah. I just came in and say what's up because I was like, how long has this dude been on, man? I didn't even know you was on here.
Man, I've been live for a little bit, man. You seen the news on Base?
Yeah, I was just asking about it. What's the update? I know they
man, it's a launch pad. It's a launch pad. Where we at? Let me
we back in the ICO days.
Yo, man, we back in ICO days.
That's great.
You think that's great?
Hell yeah.
Man. All right, tell me why. Tell me why.
I make so much money on ICOs, bro, because it's like the thing about, it depends on how they do the launch pad, right? But the thing about how it was before, it would be you kind of have a bunch of the pros and people like that kind of vetting the ICOs before it even got to you, right? So there was some rug pulls, but it would be like now you got 19 out of 20 is rug pulls. Before it would be like 1 out of 20 would be rug pulls. So these projects were actually like giving people a chance to earn. Like ICOs, literally I was making 10x on every ICO. Even if it did rug pull, I was still making 10x. Buying early, by the time I got my TGE, 10x already.
It's crazy. I only got into one ICO in 2016. I forgot the name of it too, yo. I remember this when I thought the game was gonna be nice, but I'm not. But I don't know, man.
Okay, what's your take on it?
No. I like it. We just got too many launch pads, right? They got their own launch pad. They just bought Echo, which is kind of a launch pad itself.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is good, right? They could shut down Echo, or they could use it in tandem with what they're already doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, questions come up what they're going to use. They're not going to shut it down after buying it for that much money. So,
and then when you look at it too, you can kind of see like which VCs are already kind of in with Coinbase. Like whenever I see Coinbase Ventures, like Pantera Capital's not far away from it. Some of the same ones are always working together.
You can always check their portfolio to see what their plays are, how their portfolio is looking in terms of the winnings. My thing is, for these launches now, I know it's gonna make. I've been saying this to my group about IDOs, all of that moving forward. There's gonna be less rugs. It's gonna be more credible projects, but it's gonna be much harder to get into those credible projects because they're changing the whole game because of regulations and things like that. So now that it's gonna be harder for the regular person to get into it, are they really gonna be excited to get into it?
That's a good point. I was gonna say it depends on how they do the structure of the ICOs, right? Because my big thing is I want to see it kind of replace people just pump funding into random BS, right? And they
agreed.
At least agreed. Something with a little bit of backbone behind it, and how they're gonna figure out how they let people into that is definitely gonna be what matters for sure.
Yeah. Also, I do see a comment that came up when Base launch, we don't know. It may come out in 2026, man. It may come out in 2026, but for sure, the Base token. But for sure, it's going to launch on its Coinbase Launchpad. And what I was talking about earlier is, if it launches on its Coinbase Launchpad, does it change the the prerequisite on how to get the airdrop? Because before they was telling you got to mint all these NFTs, do all these transactions. How is it going to affect it if it launches on Coinbase Launchpad? You got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think about it right now. I'm like, I don't know how they would do that. I'm really not sure how base like, but I do know this: they either gonna mess it all up, or it's gonna be all good.
It's going to be all good.
It sounds like right now it's gonna be more of something that the market kind of complains about, but I don't know.
No, for some reason the market isn't complaining. They're actually it's being received well. It's just that there's questions about, you know, the reason of them purchasing Echo and things like that. And then
Which is
with
good.
that,
I mean, always purchase the competition before you build something. That's a good
actually
move.
actually I didn't even think about that. That was a good point. But
Yeah,
now that the launch is here, their first launch is Monad, which is also another L2.
yeah.
Basically,
They just did an airdrop too, didn't they?
yeah, I got a little bit. I got a little bit.
So they
Not too.
just selling off an extra share of private tokens.
Yeah, I don't even know. I guess I won't be participating in it. Actually, going to talk about the video. I'm going to make a video talking about Monad. I won't be participating. I said it's
Yeah,
an
me
L2. It's an
neither.
L1. I won't be. It's going to be straight dump fest.
Yeah, I
I
was
see
gonna say that's gonna be straight dumb fest because you already have a bunch of people who got airdrops too. Why are we doing another private sale?
six-figure airdrops. Six-figure airdrops. There's people on here that I don't even know what the requirement was to get these airdrops, but I had a dead wallet, old. I want to say dead, an old wallet, pretty much qualified for the airdrop. And someone just asked about mute. Mute talking about mute swap, right? Mute swap isn't bad. I know it's like some privacy swapping for agents, right? But it's also another like kind of a Dex thing. Like with launchpads, the same question is for Dexes. How many Dexes do we really need?
Yeah,
All right, I get it. Private swapping for agents or something like that. Are they using Monero? How you felt about the whole Zcash and Monero stuff, yo?
that whole saga has been interesting to watch. The privacy coins go crazy, but I do know that like literally only one privacy coin hasn't been tracked, and that's Monero, and that's why Monero is banned from everywhere right now. But so I don't really know what's happening with Dash and Zcash, but I know I saw Zcash and Monero pumping, opened up a little Dash trade.
You saw the founder of Zcash?
No, I said
No, I'm saying I'm asking. Have you seen the founder of Zcash?
oh yeah. I just saw everyone was like, well, no wonder why he wants privacy.
Yeah, that man looks scary. I don't even know if you should call him a man, but
Yeah, I mean,
that
yeah,
person
you
looks
supposed
scary.
hey, technically by society standards, you're supposed to say she,
I
but
said that person. I just said person.
yeah, person.
But this is crazy though. This run up is honestly ridiculous for Zcash, yo. I seen some other people on Twitter talking about they took longs on Zcash.
I mean, somebody posted when you see Zcash pumping, the
Yeah, that was
market.
Kobe.
Yeah, okay, that was Kobe. Yeah,
That was Kobe.
and all these privacy coins been pumping though too.
How you feeling about Peak's Robo Farm for tomorrow? Because I know you didn't even see it.
No,
They're gonna be
he
launching a
got too
Robo.
far away from me.
Let me see. Where's my tweet at on Peak? Where's my tweet at on Peak? I missed it, huh? Yeah, let's just go to Peak. Peak launching their Robo Farm tomorrow. I actually talked about the narratives I was liking for 2026. What narratives you like for 2026?
Man, AI, robotics for sure, and compute.
Compute GPU?
Yeah, like GPUs and storage.
Why am I seeing energy making a comeback?
Really?
Yeah.
She's making a comeback. That's interesting.
Kyle Chassis has talked about energy. Crypto Lark has talked about energy. They talk about, of course, it's just like GPU demand of AI increasing. You're going to need a lot of energy. So actually, you know me, I'm gonna always keep an eye on Power Ledger.
Yeah, for sure. I'm always keep an eye on EWT because eventually, I don't know when, eventually they're gonna release tokenized energy. Then it's a wrap. You could just like
AI, energy, everything. So yeah.
Okay. Power. Okay.
I also even talked about KitKat. You remember KitKat, right? What we just went through on Solana.
Yeah, the Solana token.
I told him I had to get off of Solana because I can't deal with Solana no more, man. I'm a base guy now.
I'm so sick of Solana trenches, man.
Man,
they need to put some liquidity over there. Like Elon needs to go ahead and do the airdrop, man.
yeah.
But I saw this Elon tweet. Hold on, I wanted to talk to you about this. Let me bring it up.
What's the Elon tweet?
Elon tweeted about, and it kind of had to do with what Base is doing. He said,
The
he said
internet
traders. Yeah, he said traders are easily the most important user group in crypto, not creators and not devs. If traders don't see value, creators and devs don't eat and go elsewhere. So if you're tokenizing anything, traders come first.
He not wrong.
What do you feel about that?
He not wrong. He not wrong. He is not wrong on that. I just don't like, but I don't like the whole idea of the, like, you know, the Solana traders, because those are straight.
Oh,
where's
yeah,
the tweet at? Where's the tweet at?
Solana traders. Go to my profile. I retweeted it.
Okay. It's because they're just straight in and out, yo. In and out, in and out.
Facts.
I'm looking at Frank. Frank's like his buys. He don't even hold anything for less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, Frank comes in there to cheat and then gets out. I think that was it right there. Go down.
Where?
That one.
Okay.
Right there.
Damn, this was back in 2021. I said 2021, April 2020.
Yeah, and they resurfaced today. It's all a conversation right now.
He's not wrong. In crypto, everybody just want to make money. So obviously traders are going to be the most important things. Creators help out traders. Just like me and a bunch of other content creators and anybody, especially someone with pull. If they start talking about a token, there's going to be traders that's going to trade it, no matter what it is. So traders are always the most important thing. People want to make money, which is why that whole ICM on Pump Fund I was always wary about. Is because I know how the degens are over there, yo. You could be streaming, you could be one of the best content creators out there, but if your token just pumps to like 10 million, you're gonna know that thing is gonna dump right back down quick.
Yeah, as soon as you log off. And I think this is very interesting because this was what I was trying to say with when it comes to like CCM and things like that. Like creators are now gonna have to figure out how to pump a token, and that's gonna make it not good for creators. You know what I mean? Like if you just want to truly just create, now you gotta make sure your audience gets paid too.
You didn't bring up that point the last time. I would have agreed with you. I would have agreed with you there. Because I see now on Zora, they even announced that they're doing token gating, pretty much doing friend tech.
Okay, yeah.
They're pretty much doing friend tech. I wasn't too happy about it, but obviously
see that part of it I think works. I think when people like your content enough to want to go and like pay for some extra content, I think that is okay, because I think that's where we see right now, like even on YouTube, people will watch for free, and if they appreciate the content more, or if they want to, you know, tap in with you more, then they'll go pay for your Patreon, they'll join the groups or whatever, which obviously I don't have a problem with that, because people see that they want more and then they go pay for more, rather than just like somebody having to pay just to see what you're all about. You know,
that's a good point there too as well, because you know I'm over here, I'm a content creator that uses Patreon and all of that. With Zora, I don't think I'm gonna do a whole like hold 1 million coin, but if you're a content, this is where I want to say, if you're a content creator with already a Patreon, I don't think it's beneficial to like have like, you know, a Zora account and then have someone hold 1 million of your tokens just to get into a private group with you, because that now splits up the community of what people are paying for on Patreon and then what they're holding on Zora. I think that's what also that wasn't too good for Zora, for Frentech.
Yeah, for me it kind of sucks because with my audience, I'm always trying to find like I was the small guy, you know what I'm saying? I was the guy who was investing like $20 when I first got in. So it's like, I don't know, like something in me just wants to make sure that like I can even the playing field for those guys. Because I always tell people, like, they be like, is it too late to get into crypto? And I'm like, no, jump in with $5. You can turn it into 20. You know, if that's
$20.
Yeah, but I'm saying if all you got is $5 and you turn it to 20, I don't know what's going on in your life, but that's a win for you. You know, so
that's a win. See, I gotta be like, that's also why I be holding tokens, because I get too greedy. I'm like, yo, 2x, that's not enough for me, man. I need like a 10x here.
Yeah, right. That's how I am now. I need a 25x.
Like I need something reasonable.
Yeah,
2x. But because I even talked about it in my Patreon group, if you continue to take your 2x's, you could compound that to like 100x.
Yeah,
if you do it right.
what is it like if you 2x a dollar, what is it, 50 times or something like that? I don't know the exact number, but I know it's not more than like 100 times of 2x in a dollar to get a million, because how it grows. But I always try to, like, when I see stuff like this, it sucks that it's like, okay, you got to hold a million creator tokens. As people buy the tokens, the barrier of entry goes up. So that guy the guy who has, $200 who wants to turn it into 20,000 can't afford it. You know what I mean? And the guy who has 200K, it's nothing to him. So it kind of makes it so it's like, you get what I'm saying? It kind of sucks.
I see some news here. I just seen some news that just popped up on my on my notifications. I'm actually not happy about what was going on here, but
what happened? It's propaganda.
What they got a thing called drop, right? I didn't even know they got a website for it. So they got a token for it. And propaganda, you already know they like making mini dApps as apps and stuff like that, right? And the tokens that come out are paired with propaganda. This token came out. I went to go buy it with ETH, and I got hit with so much in permanent loss. I think I put $1,000. I got like $200 out. And pretty much this is supposed to be a new store, X402 store. I'm seeing it. This is not looking too bad. I didn't even know they had all this stuff up here. It's supposed to be like a
store.
Yeah, AI agent with the store marketplace. You can buy it with, your MetaMask wallet here. I don't know. How you feel about this? Also, why they got Nutty Buddy up here? Man?
Yeah, well, I'm struggling to see how
the value.
Like the value. Like, how is this different from a regular e-commerce? Like, I know X402 is involved, so like, can I send my agent to go buy something or?
Yeah, I don't even know, man. To be honest, one of my guys in the Discord, we always talk about this because we know already X402 is going to be a part of like everything, but there's going to be new projects that's just going to add it, just to add it, just to get a little sell or something,
to get some hype off the narrative for sure.
And we just seen a new standard to help out X402, which is that it's 3009. That's supposed to like help verify these payment standards. Let me check these. Let me check the last things before we. Also, question for you: do you think we got too many launch pads outside of ICOs? Do you think we got too many launch pads? Because that was today's discussion.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me see. Then there's even launch pads there's smaller launch pads. There's, I actually linked up with. They hit me up to try to join. It was like a content creator launch pad, and they did some big projects in this market right now, but I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of launch pads. Basic, every platform, every layer 2 got to launch pad, every layer 1 got to launch pad, and then there's these separate private launch pads created by VCs and stuff. So,
one of the biggest free money I got last cycle was from when I mean free money is they paid me to make a video on them, right? Let me see. They paid me. They gave me all my tokens, like legitimately gave me all my tokens in the wallet. I don't think they meant to do that. Yeah. Yo, I woke up in the morning, my thing was at $50,000, bro.
Oh, you said, oh, yep.
I sold the whole thing.
And you dumped on them?
You damn right. You damn right. I told everybody in the Discord I'm selling immediately.
Yeah. I mean, that's their problem. Like, why would you do that, right? Why would you get
They had hit me up. It's these guys too. It's these guys. Pro Starter. I'm still following them. God damn. Yo. Are they? Yeah, this is back last cycle, yo. They gave me the money. I ran off on the plug, man. I had to get up out of there. This one, I hit, especially last cycle, we hit on some decent launch pads. Card Starter, AVAX Starter or something like that. We was just talking about it all too.
AVAX Starter. I was like heavy in AVAX at the time, and when they dropped that one, it just came right at the perfect time.
It actually came out. I think it came out at the time after Pangolin did their airdrop. Then I think it was Joe, Trader Joe. Then it was the launch pad that came out. So it was like a whole bunch
of. Joe did like a launch pad too, where they were doing some like liquidity for the that one. It was crazy.
Cardano had their own launch pad.
And the problem with launch pads is that like a lot of these projects, because like I'm building a project, and what I'm seeing is a lot of these projects need devs bad. Like you need a developer who, you know, you just can't find them, but to finish like some simple stuff. And all the developers are saying, hey, I can start my own project. You know, why would I join your project if I can go over here to this Launchpad and have them give me 2 million? And then that's literally what's happening. Developers will come up with a project, get their, you know, 1.5 million, 2 million from the Launchpad. And then their, you know, their like ambition to finish the project is over because they wanted to earn 2 million from doing the project. They got it from the Launchpad. You know,
That's
and
why
then you
there's so
have,
many goddamn dead projects
that's why
today.
there's so many dead projects. And then you see, and the VCs don't care, right? Because the VCs are like, hey, we'll invest into 100 projects. We only need one to do 1,000x, you know, for us to cash out, you know. So yeah, too many launch pads is very, you know.
Yo, card starter really like Big E. I actually gave out allocations to the card starter. I forgot how I got in connection with a team, yo. It was on Telegram. They didn't give me free allocation, but they gave me like not allocation, but a entry into their Launchpad, and they gave me like I think 3 or 5. I don't even remember. I gave out a raffle in my Patreon group. Oh my god, boy! This they not even showing what happened here. This went up to like where did it go up to? Like $100, right? For those that remember about the card starter, I think this went up to like $100 or something like that. I remember some guy was in my Patreon group, right? He hit so big on card starter, he left my Patreon group and started his own VC group.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yo, I remember this guy, yo. That shit was funny. But yeah, Launchpads is getting so now I actually talked about this. Because the Launchpad game has changed. It went from ICO to IDO. I'm trying to look for my tweet here up here. If it's still up here, I gotta bring it back up. Because you'll know this too. Since you've been here. Let me just pull up the tweet. It went from ICOs, from initial coin offerings, to IDOs, initial DEX offering, to ICM, Internet Capital Markets, this cycle here. And they're all pretty much all Launchpads. This cycle, you're just getting a bunch of people talking about ICM and the whole ICM narrative. You got meme coins doing a meme coin, ICM meme coin. What else you got?
Yeah, really, it's the like all of these happen because everybody was trying to earn, like, you know, raise money, but we're trying to avoid regulation. So ICOs, regulation, IDOs, regulation. ICM takes away, like, the regulation basically says if you promise people stuff, you can't do that. You can sell them stuff, but you can't promise them anything. So now we have ICM, which is literally just like you're just investing in this person's content or whatever, like, or just, you know.
That's actually not a bad point, a way to get around freaking regulation. That's why I think it's going to be tougher to invest in these new projects, yo. Because we're seeing already Mega ETH is not even out yet. This thing was oversubscribed by like 20x. I tried to get into it. I almost got into it, yo. I almost got into it, but then the deal got leaked, and immediately they had to kick us out because this is supposed to be accredited investors only, and I don't even know. The group that I was getting it from, they was like, nah. But yeah, this one, they're coming off of Kobe's Launchpad Echo. And you got to be an accredited investor. They was doing like an auction. So you don't even know if you're a part, you're going to get like you don't even know if you're going to get an allocation. And if you do get an allocation, you don't know how much allocation you're going to get. So there's people over there putting millions at this to hope that they get a quarter of what they put in, just because they know this was going to be a banger. So this one is launching on Echo, and then you're going to have Monad. We just talked about Monad, and I think there's going to be a lot of new launches that is literally going to be like the regular person is enabled to like get into it, just because the regulations, you know, you got to be a regular what is it, accredited investor.
Yeah.
So yeah, this whole game is changing, man. I'm liking it.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
I'm liking it, but I hope it don't price me out. Not price me out, but like not allow me to get into these plays when I want to get into these plays. Because I actually been getting into some decent plays, man.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that either. But I think what they want is to have for that small money to be able to come in because it adds up, you know.
Yeah.
So hopefully, and regulation shouldn't be a problem as much right now, you know. So.
And I know you saw the stimmy. When do you think the stimmies is coming out?
I don't know if the stimmy's even coming. They said that the stimmy now might just be a dividend, a tax cut dividend or some BS.
Yeah, that's kind of a stimmy.
Yeah, but you know, for a lot of people they're not going to benefit. I mean, unless you've been making a lot of trades and stuff. I think a lot of people won't benefit from a 2000 tax credit.
Oh no, no one's going to benefit from it. But just like last cycle, people put it in. Actually, this one is Crypto Lark that put out Lark Davis. He put out this tweet here
Mm-hmm.
when we got that 1,200 stimmy check.
Oh yeah, yeah.
5 weeks later, Bitcoin pumped 50%. If there's a potential, you think we could see something like that in 2026 if it happens?
Yeah, I think we could see a slight pump. I think we could see a slight pump, especially into some of the newer stuff, the ICM, the CCM, and the meme coins for sure.
And also talking about the market here, because you had told us something, if Bitcoin dropped to a certain percentage, we probably going down a little bit more. How you feeling about the market now that we're at
Yeah,
105?
oh yeah. So we dropped exactly to my little trend line, and we are, as of right now, let me check the daily. The daily is right on a bearish retest. So unless we pump a little bit more today, we're gonna go back down. It's probably down to 104. But remember, the monthly is what we need to hold now. So let me recap. We failed the weekly at 113. Remember, that was the level I was saying we needed to hold that level
Yeah.
around 113, 112. We failed, which brought us all the way down to 98K. And then we recovered. So now looking at the month, like our last hope to not go into a bear market, it's literally just hold 101. If we could just hold 101 for 20 days, we might have a chance of going for another leg up. But last week we failed. Last week we failed to hold that 112K level, and it showed up on the chart real nice ugly dip down to 98. So right now, as long as we hold 101, I'm still, I can still feel good to still keep collecting. But once we fail 101, and we have to close, remember the weekly has to close, or monthly has to close, my bad. Monthly has to close below 101. We got 20 days left.
Okay. Interesting times, though. Interesting times, man. We're gonna have to get
We're
you on here
bullish.
with the
I
charts.
will say, I forgot to mention that the monthly
What
is bullish right now. It's gonna look doom and gloom. It will look doom and gloom, but the monthly is bullish right now.
is there any altcoins you picking up at this point in time that you're willing to talk about?
Only just Tau. I've been going crazy on Tau, staking Tau. Because they changed the Tau mechanism. Now, if you just stake root Tau into a validator, whatever validator you stake on, you're gonna get tokens from whatever that validator is validating. So
Say
that's
that again.
the alpha.
So you could get double the tokens pretty much.
You can get like
You
so
get
on,
you get the Tau tokens, and then you'll get the Tau, like, obviously the little Tau tokens that they get from the
yeah, the subnet tokens. So it's
yeah.
like if you stake your Tau in, say, like Tau Stats, which is like kind of a DEX on Tau. I mean, it's an information site, but they're like a DEX on Tau, right? And they validate for like almost every token. So if you just buy that token with Tau Stats as your validator, you're gonna get like emissions of every token that validator is a part of. It's just and then they pretty much. I'm dropping a video about this today. I had to get the video right because they basically changed the emissions to Tau, and so it just looks. It's like a pump factory with real projects. It's crazy.
Pump factory.
Yeah, because how it's gonna work is like how Tau comes into the system is it'll like the new tokens that come into the system, they get divided up, right? And like I think 41% of those tokens go to like stakers, validators, and miners or whatever. And now the emissions is like how much emissions you get is going to be based on net inflows of people coming into your token. So the more people coming into your token, the more Tau you're going to get from the protocol, basically.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty easy to say, hey, a lot of attention's on this token. There's net inflows on this token. That token is going to get more Tau emissions into the liquidity pool, so number goes up.
Yeah, I gotta do more research on Tao's like subnets. I've been telling myself I gotta do homework on there. I gotta get on there and mess around with some Tao subnets. Cause I know Millie was on there. He even told me to do it. I'm like, yo, damn, there's so much going on.
Yeah, it's different.
It's a whole different world.
It's a whole different way of doing it, like than other tokens. But once you just kind of take Bitcoin and then plug in, like, okay, the miners are actually the devs, and the validators are like, validating what the miners do, and then liquidity providers is, then stakers gonna get the most benefit out of it. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm gonna make a video about it, but it's like it's a lot of moving pieces, and I want to make sure I get it all straight so people don't get confused.
I gotta stay tuned for that one. What's this comment here? Metadoa. Metadoa is a legit launch pad. What the heck is Metadoa? There's none.
I think he means MetaDAO.
MetaDAO.
I think I heard of MetaDAO before.
Is it a token? This one. MetaDAO. It's on Solana.
Yeah.
140.
140. Sheesh. What they doing?
Meta has rebranded to MetaDAO. Okay. MetaDAO 5.
Wait, hold on. Is it MTL? What's the token? What's the ticker?
The ticker is MTA. Meta.
Oh.
Launching ownership coin. Pretty much. So they launched a VC. A VC was looking pretty good. See, if I was on freaking Solana, I would have gone into that VC too.
Yeah.
They launched them, raised 3.5 million with a target of 2 million. So they went up 1. Oh, okay. Coming soon.
Oh, they launched Sombra too. Okay.
Wait, where you see Sombra?
No, Umbra.
Down here.
Yeah,
Umbra.
Yeah. Heard about them. Okay. Oh, Jito. They launched Jito. Okay.
Nah, this is definitely legit. A legit launch pad for Solana. Did not know that was live.
I'm not really in that Solana ecosystem. I'm sure if I was really in this, outside of the trenches, I would have came across this.
Digital cash that earns right on Solana. So this is now a MetaDesk. I said MetaDesk. A Neo bank play. I like this.
Also, keep an eye on ZK projects too, because ZK is kind of popping his head up here and there when it comes to privacy.
Yeah, I do see that. Virtual Bacon followed them. Medbody, Avocado Toast. Okay, Martin. Okay. So yeah, this actually doesn't look too bad. I might. Like, goddamn, yo, I can't keep going back to Solana. It's like that X that just got that good.
Man, every now and then she pop up with a play like that. I went crazy on the Kit Kat play, and then I literally was like, I'm gonna hop back off, right?
Yeah,
I'm hopping back off Solana. I'm bridging back, and then I say, you know what? I'm gonna just bridge half of it back. The half that I took off of Solana, I still have. The half that I left onto Solana is gone.
Because you was DJing over there, right? That's the problem.
I kept DJing, man.
It's like the casino in real life, yo. You stay at the roulette table too long, they're gonna take all their money back.
Facts.
But now I like this as a launch pad though. It has its own token though. But now as a launch pad, for me is way too high. It's way too high in price.
But it's good. It will be one to keep an eye on because some of these projects they launched are crazy. Like Paystream. If this is the most recent one, I haven't heard of that.
Where you see Paystream at?
If you click on all projects,
Paystream. Okay.
So yeah,
liquidity optimizer for Solana. Raise 750K, target with 550K. Not bad.
So some of these tokens I would keep an eye on to see how they actually do, definitely.
And it's the ZK stuff you was talking about too.
Yep.
Okay. God damn, yo, we ain't have a good launch pad in a minute. And why I gotta be on Solana?
We'll see what the base one does too. I think the base one gonna change the game because their base has been working with a lot of VCs.
No snipers. You said what? Go ahead.
Oh, you said no snipers. Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You said base was working with a lot of VCs.
I was saying they're working with a lot of VCs and just in different projects. You would see them kind of teaming up to fund some of these projects. So we'll see how that translates into that launchpad.
There's actually one that let me I'm trying to remember the name before I look it up. That's actually launching, like they're backed by A16Z. I forgot the name. Let me see. What play was just launched by them too? God damn, I'm losing my mind. Okay, District. So they launched Metalos, right? So they launched Metalos. And this is the thing though. The reason I'm not really too happy about all of this is because there's so many, like, everyone is just like spread out.
Exactly.
You got Aerodrome that's doing their own launch pad, right? They got their own whole launch system, and then now you got District, who's backed by A16Z. and they're having some good launches too. So looking onto here, they launched Nemesis, they launched Creator DAO, Orange DAO. I don't know about these guys. These are the two that I've liked, Metalos and Nemesis. And that's pretty much all that they got up here. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done, man. I feel like if there's just one launchpad on base, we'll be straight. Bear in mind they find a way for legit projects to launch on Solana without BS rug pulls you see on Solana, which is good. That's what Solana needs, yo. Solana actually needs to change the narrative for me. I'm only gonna talk about for me.
Sure.
I ain't gonna talk about everybody else because some people like the casino of Solana. I kind of don't like it. Not kind of. I really don't like it. Unless I'm going there and I'm bored, like, you know, probably during the bear market, I'm probably gonna be on there gambling a little bit. Like I'm at roulette.
I mean, the casino's fun when it's fun, you know, but like if your whole project is just labeled as the trenches, I'm not trying to be in the trenches. You know what I mean?
It's ghetto over there. It's ghetto over there. That's why I'm missing. That's why I'm missing on some of these plays, man.
Man, people be running for like $50. Like I'll be like, what the hell happened?
$50, yo. See, when I seen this one, right, a VC. I seen this one. I kind of was interested in it. I'm like, yo, it kind of could look good. But then when I took, it's still cooking, yo. It's still cooking. This thing's still cooking. Yeah, I missed out. Look, where's it at? 6. You could at least got it at 6 million.
Yeah, I missed out. We saw it on stream a couple weeks ago, lower than that.
Oh, this thing dropped too. Oh yeah. They fumbling right now. Why? It's a big candle. Why? But anyways, let me go over here. All right, so when I seen it, see, this is what got me from not playing, like not invested into this, or even wanting to like go into Solana to do this, because they said this token was mintable. I'm like, yo, ain't no point. I thought it was a rug. I didn't even know they came from a legitimate launchpad. I just didn't do that much research on it. And look at this bad boy. Yeah,
sometimes for utility tokens, you got to look at that because the scanners are looking at, you know, meme coins. And I forgot what token it was before, but it was like it wasn't pre-mined, you know, so it was still, because the token was still being mined, it was obviously being minted, but all of the warnings were snapping up like, hey, this token is being minted, you know, and it's like, well, yes, that's how it's supposed to work. You know, but
so yeah, I didn't even. This probably the same case for this one. I didn't even realize it. So now I'm not even playing a VC, even though I kind of liked the VC, yo. I kind of liked it. So Solana does have some plays. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's just the fact that I'm not on Solana. I have no funds on Solana. I don't even want to play there. But if I get hit up, like Jay just hit me up talking about there's a play, I'm probably throw like $200 on there just to see. Because if I lose $200, I'm not gonna be mad.
Right.
If I put $1,000 in there. I'm gonna be kind of pissed. Somebody gotta hear from me, because Kit Kat did me dirty, bro. I got too greedy. I got too greedy with Kit Kat, yo. I got too greedy. Yo. I thought I was gonna
like with Solana project. It's definitely more of a gamble because you gotta. I mean, with the Solana memes, I'll say, because I know there is some good coins over there. You know, if you caught that launchpad, you would have been alright. But you just gotta know certain things when it comes to those tokens, like. I was talking to my boy about it, and he was like, yo, everything you know about like smart investing in crypto, like you got to forget all that. Forget all that. Like
throw it out the window.
I wouldn't buy this token because it's mintable. Forget that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's the thing, yo. You got to be a degen from time to time, yo. You got to really buy now, ask questions later.
And then when you lose, you got to just take that punch in the mouth and keep it pushing.
Yeah, man.
I ain't never been that type of person, man. I'll be ready to swing back.
Man, that's facts. Solana, you need to know where to look. For example, ore and coal mining projects. Now, ore, I've been seeing someone, I'm in the other Discord. This guy's been very bullish on ore. I think he's making a killing on ore. Ore has just been pumping. I don't even know what it does. Is it? Yeah, I don't even know what it does. But I'm like, I've been missed out on this. To see. Once if I would have saw this, I'd have just, nah, Jay, look at this joint, yo. Look at the daily chart, man.
Oh.
I don't know if he caught it down here or something, but this thing's just been going up constantly, and obviously you get this big ass twig down today.
Not even a bad pullback either. It's kind of a healthy one, so.
And it's recovering already.
Yeah.
So coal mining projects. You gotta hit me up with some coal mining projects. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Yeah, I didn't even know that there was coal mining projects. I know there's Bitcoin mining projects.
Matter of fact, I'm surprised you don't know about the coal mining project since you was already all into what was that? Carbon fiber?
Yeah,
No, I said
I've
carbon
been into
fiber.
carbon projects and carbon,
Yeah.
but you know, I didn't know about coal mine. Well, carbon mining, coal mine. You know, carbon sequestration and coal mining is like arch enemies. So
Mm. But yeah, yo, there's so much stuff. This is probably all right. This is probably why I've been focusing on base, because you can't focus on all the chains and still be very successful on in crypto unless you got infinite money and a team behind you. It's just me by myself, really, and sometimes Jay come in there, right? So I'm usually on base. I could find the plays on base. I could find the plays on base, and you can see it on my Patreon. Like I'm finding none. Some of them are gambles at times, but you know, sometimes the gambles turn into good plays, like small things. We post at 11. What was that? A few weeks? Yeah, a few. Last week, and a few, like, not even too long later, it hits about 4.1 million market cap. So I can find some of the plays. I just got stick. I got to stick to my lane. You know, I was on X402 back. What is this? What is 9? That's August. What is 9? Yeah, no, that's September. When they first posted this, you can see it. I was then, but my first play in X402 obviously was Aurora at 350K. So some of these gambles, you gotta hold on to them. Like if they turn into dust, let them turn into dust. Cause I actually that's how I lost on Pay AI. What else did I lose on? Cause I mean, there was a few, but just gotta let the dust sometimes just stay there, and you gotta be patient. Base, you gotta let the devs really dev.
yeah, patience is key, man.
You gotta let them dev.
Especially you see everything pumping everywhere all around. You just gotta be patient, man.
I mean, yeah, because you're gonna want to flip out of it and get into the next one that's pumping, and then once you get into that, the play you just left just ends up start pumping it.
Yeah. So I would say first things first, man. You gotta decide what you're gonna miss out on, man. I'm gonna miss out on Solana. I'm gonna miss out on everything happening on Cardano. I'm gonna miss out on everything happening on ETH mainnet, and I'm gonna catch everything happening on Base.
That's me.
Everything happening on Tau. You know what I mean? Like, just cut it out. Remove some of the noise, because going back to the Launchpad thing, every single one of these things got about 5-10 Launchpads now. Just find a Launchpad. Just like Virtual's got so many projects. I'm like, I know you keep saying I'm fading. I'm like, it's so many projects on there. It's its own ecosystem. And if you learn that, you can cook right there in Virtual. You won't have to leave.
Exactly. Yo, too many chains, man. Too many chains. Money is too spread out. And
this bear market is going to be interesting as hell.
Oh, nah. I'm happy. I'm ready for the bear market because I already know the ones I'm going to target in terms of plays. But I already know how bad some of these things are going to get crushed. Yeah. I don't even think zero is going to be the zero. It's going to be negative something.
Right. I think it's going to be negative. They're going to have to pay money.
Yeah, they have to pay money to get out of the dirt.
And that first phase of the bear market, when everybody's starting to fail and people are getting pissed off and the investors are yelling at the developers telling them they're losing money, I'm going to just sit back and wait for the dust to settle before. Because I don't even it's so much stuff right now that even some of the best projects, some of the dopest tech is gonna falter, run out of money, or some, and some stuff that sucks might end up doing good because of a fluke.
A lot of projects are gonna definitely run out of money when it comes out to the bear market, especially seeing how some of these didn't even raise the amount of money that they really wanted to raise.
And we didn't really have a full alt season to make the evaluation of some of these goes up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yo, I'm hoping we're not in the bear market, but I do know it's about to get treacherous. And if we're not in the bear market and we're bullish, I'm good right now. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. Bullish on this monthly overall, y'all. So it's not it's not a sell everything moment quite yet, but
yeah, we'll be back again this week though, because I know there's gonna be some more news, yo. It's gonna be a lot. We're gonna figure it out. PPI is on Thursday, right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens with the stimmy news. I think that's the biggest news for all of the markets right now. If we get that stimmy, that could change the trajectory of some of these risk assets.
And the government shutdown.
Yeah, which ended today, didn't it?
Did they finally finalize it?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I saw some Democrats on my timeline that were saying we lost, we failed. So I think it ended.
Maybe it did, man. But hopefully the market started picking up again, man. Yo, you got any closing thoughts, Jay?
No, man. I just came to piggyback. Thanks for having me last minute to come say what's up. And talk some crypto.
Yeah, of course. You guys already know, man. Check out the Patreon group. Check out Jay's channel, Everything Currency. and we'll be back again. I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.